What is going on, guys? Popsy back with a video for you guys, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new Pokemon Dragapult, showing you how to use it, some sets I've been working with, and what I think about this Pokemon. Before we get too far into this though, make sure to leave a like, support the channel, and of course subscribe if you are new. Now, in case you're wondering where you catch this Pokemon, you find its pre-evolutions in the wild area, near the Lake of Outrage. If you surf in the water, you'll find this little patch of grass. It's also where you find Dittos and Rotoms. If you know what those are, you probably already have one anyway. So, going into the first set here, this is actually the set that I was using in the Showdown video the other day. So, it's a little bit different though. I put the Life Orb over the Spooky Plate. This is the same set that Zaki passed me. So, the thing about this Pokemon is, if we take a look at its stats first actually, these are very good stats. I honestly think that outside of Pokemon that are definitely going to be Ubers, like the legendary Pokemon that were in this generation, I think Dragapult might be the best Pokemon from the new generation, because you have 142 speed, you have 120 attack, a very cool typing of Dragon and Ghost that's only other on Giratina, and overall just like a pretty unique Pokemon. There really isn't a Pokemon that is too much like Dragapult here. Also got this brand new move called Dragon Dart, which is pretty good. It's 50 base power but attacks twice, so it goes past substitutes, stuff like that. You do have the Infiltrator ability anyway, which ignores substitutes. So Dragon Darts isn't entirely needed in that aspect, but Infiltrator was changed a little bit because it ignores Reflect and Light Screen as well as all these other things. Most importantly, the Reflect and Light Screen. So on some sets I'm playing Infiltrator, some sets I'm playing Clear Body, because Clear Body got buffed a little bit this generation too, where you can't get intimidated anymore. Actually, that might have always been the case now that I think about it. Never mind. So yeah, going into this first set, we have the Life Orb on it to do more damage. I was using Spooky Plate, but I just felt like Life Orb was just better. Dragon Darts, Phantom Force, Flamethrower, and Dragonite. Flamethrower is literally just here for Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn's a very good Pokemon this generation. It didn't really lose anything going into this generation, really just gained. So you kind of have to run Flamethrower to kill it. Also, you have 100 special attack, which is really nice. That's a very usable attack stat. So you can run things like Flamethrower, even like Thunderbolt if you're really scared of Pokemon that's 4 times weak to Electric, and you can get away with it. Running the Lowly Nature because we don't want to lose special attack, because we want to make sure that we can do as much damage to Ferrothorn as possible. Now, if there were a downside to this Pokemon, I would say it's the Ghost Stab. Unfortunately, only good physical ghost move we have is Phantom Force. The other one is Astonish, which isn't good. Phantom Force is a 2-turn move, which isn't really great. I'm not really a fan of 2-turn moves at all. You do have some decent special attacking ghost moves, like you have Shadow Ball and stuff, but you're not really going to want to use that when you have 120 attack, which is much better than the 100 special attack. So, running Phantom Force. Also Dragon Dance, if you can get +1/+1, you should pretty much win. The speed, like at 142, you really don't need to increase your speed. The only things that are really going to outspeed you, for the most part, are just like Scarf User. I know like Scarf Darmanitan outspeeds you, and a couple of other things. But overall, this seems to be the most like token Dragapult set that you'll see floating around everywhere. Very basic, nothing too crazy. Next up though, we have the one that I was using in the Wi-Fi battle. This is from That's a Plus One. I'll leave a link to their video in the description. You guys check out their video on the whole team that they were using with this Dragapult. But it's an Assault Vested one, which I really like. Assault Vest is a really cool item. I think it benefits Dragapult a lot because you don't really need to rely on Dragon Dance because you already have really high speed. And your attack set's already pretty good. Running Clear Body this time because you really don't care about Intimidate. Clear Body on this Pokemon is pretty nice. U-Turn, Sucker Punch, Phantom Force, and Dragon Darts. This set has a little bit of everything, really. You can just U-Turn, and you're faster than pretty much everything, so you can lead with it. You can Sucker Punch for priority. Sucker Punch is also really good this gen because Dragapult's a really good Pokemon. So, the funny thing about Dragapult is Dragapult kind of counters Dragapult in the sense of Dragapult's weak to both of its stabs and gets Sucker Punch, so it kind of creates this weird paradox where, like, if you want to beat Dragapult, it's almost a good idea to have a Dragapult on your team. Phantom Force again, because it's the best Ghost Stab, and then Dragon Darts again. You could play Dragon Claw. Technically, according to Showdown, I believe Dragon Darts is considered a usually useless move. Now, this is probably just because we're so early on in the Sword and Shield game that, it doesn't really update. But it does get Dragon Claw if you really want to play that. I really don't see a reason why you wouldn't play Dragon Darts in singles, though, because it hits twice. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. The next up we have another Assault Vest set. I really like the Assault Vest on this Pokemon if you couldn't tell. Running Clear Body, you could play Infiltrator though. It really depends on this set. I'm just playing Clear Body because, you don't really care too much about Light Screen and Protect. I will say that Light Screen and, or not Protect, Light Screen and Reflect do seem a bit more common this generation, but I just rather have the Clear Body because I really don't want to lower my attack stat. When I play Showdown, I play a lot of Hitmontops. I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like Hitmontop's pretty common for me right now. So I just don't like getting intimidated. Running Flamethrower, again, for the Ferrothorn. This is pretty much just a pure offensive set that can take hits. Flamethrower, Sucker Punch, Dragon Darts, Phantom Force, nothing too crazy. This EV spread's kind of weird, so I pretty much want, like, when you have an attack stat, or excuse me, a speed stat as high as Dragapult at base 142, you don't really need to run max speed because you're really going to outspeed most things anyway. The only thing that max speed does is it ensures that you can tie other Dragapults, and it'll ensure that if your opponent, say, has a Pokemon that they designed to outspeed Dragapult or tie Dragapult, you'll at least tie them. So I'm running 224 Sleuth and Naughty Nature because this outspeeds Boltund, which is 121, effectively making it so your max speed 122 Jolly, if that makes any sense. And then the rest in attack, rest in HP, just for that little bit of extra bulk. It probably doesn't make too much of a difference, but it just shows you guys that you don't really need to invest max speed when you have 142 and nothing else really comes too close to that besides like a Celgor. And then last but not least, we just have Choice Band Dragapult, just pure damage. Jolly Nature, want to be as fast as possible. Again, like I was saying earlier, you don't really need to do this, but you know, just simple template here. Clear body because you don't want to get intimidated. You want to make sure you can do as much damage as possible with your Choice Band. Dragon Darts, Sucker Punch, U-Turn, and then I just threw Psychic Bands on here. There really isn't a great fourth option. You could put like Acrobatics if you really want for a flying type move if you feel like you need that. One thing that's cool about this Pokemon is you can actually Dynamax it if you want. I really don't think this is the best Dynamax Pokemon. I think there are other better options like Gyarados, for example. But what you can do, because you can actually Dynamax, and Dynamax will ignore the Choice Band essentially. So you can just Dynamax, go for the not Z Acrobatics, what is it called? The G-Max Airstream or whatever, and get +1 speed, which is pretty neat. So if you really want to do that, you can do that. This fourth move, I'm trying to say, is can be anything. Continuing on with max moves though, if you really want to, you can even run something like Max Geyser, which is just any offensive water move, and it'll set the rain if you really want to. Which is another really cool thing about Dynamax is it essentially makes any Pokemon a pretty decent rain setter because you can do a lot of damage while summoning the rain. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Dragapult. I really think it's one of the better mons this generation, if not the best Pokemon that's not going to be an Uber, basically, is what I think about this Pokemon. Pretty sure it's the pseudo of this generation. I don't know that for sure though, because I don't remember if this is a stage 1 or stage 2. I just know it's a good Pokemon. So yeah, leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you are new, let me know in the comments down below what you think about Dragapult, and with that being said, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all next time, and bye bye.